Hi there, my name is Darius Amiri. I am an immigration attorney and the chair of the immigration department at Rose Law Group PC, a law firm based in Scottsdale, Arizona. And I am here today to provide an update on the DACA situation following the recent Supreme Court decision. So it's been a few weeks now since the Supreme Court ruled 5-4 in favor of continuing the DACA program, holding that the Trump administration's attempts to rescind the program was done in an arbitrary and capricious manner, and therefore instructing USCIS and the Trump administration to continue to accept DACA applications for renewals and first-time applications as well. However, since that court order, just the very next day, USCIS came out, and that's the agency that's in charge of processing DACA applications, came out and said that they felt that the court's ruling was unconstitutional and that they would be challenging it and not accepting first-time DACA applications. So many people who would qualify for DACA, who may have been encouraged by the Supreme Court ruling, were kind of wondering, is it worth the time and the effort and the resources and the money if, even though the court is in our favor, if USCIS is just going to sit on our applications or reject them. And so they've been sitting on the sidelines to kind of see how this all plays out. Now, the good news is just last Friday, July 17, 2020, a federal court judge ruled that the Trump administration and USCIS must begin to treat DACA as they had prior to September 5th of 2017. The DACA must return to its original form prior to that date. That date, if any of you who have followed DACA with interest may recall, was the date that then Attorney General Jeff Sessions announced the Trump administration's plans to rescind the DACA program. So this federal court ruling, regardless of USCIS's memorandum that they posted the day following the Supreme Court decision, this federal court order now should give people who are first-time DACA applicants more faith and more consideration for moving forward and filing these applications for the first time. Now, what does this mean for you or for a first-time DACA applicant that you might know? Well, it's still to be seen. So this court ruling was just last week. USCIS has said they're going to review the court's order and how it applies to new DACA applications. What I would suggest, being an immigration attorney, is that a first-time DACA applicant meet with someone like myself and go through their qualifications and the requirements and see if they qualify, begin the process of putting the documents together, getting the fees in order for the filing, the supporting materials in order, and continuing to review whether USCIS is actually going to obey the rule of law in the land and move forward and accept these first-time DACA applications, or whether we start hearing about massive rejections or refusals to abide, things like that. And so these applications do take time and effort and knowledge to put together, and therefore I do believe it's a good idea to start that process now, but to be completely sure that the money won't be wasted and there won't be rejections and emotional investments that are wasted, it might be prudent to continue to observe the situation and see how USCIS actually acts versus what the courts are telling them to do. So my advice is definitely meet with a qualified immigration attorney, review your case. It's definitely worthwhile because DACA could be rescinded by the Trump administration in the future. The Supreme Court decision gave a roadmap for how they could do that and be in compliance with the Administrative Procedures Act. So it's no guarantee that DACA won't be rescinded at some time in the future. And the benefit, I think, outweighs the cost of both the money and the effort, and also looking at what DACA gets you. So someone who's undocumented, if approved, gets that 2-year incremental work permit, which allows them to get a social security card, get better jobs, access to credit, loans, housing. All these doors open up for you once you get DACA. So much worth the time and the investment. And if you'd like to consider doing a DACA with our firm, please check us out at DACAlawyers.com or reach out to me via email or phone number. Thank you so much. Take care.